when we talk about lifestyle, it's really not just the component of what we eat and what we do, but it's also the social, the positive
Yes.
mindset,
Yes.
you
yes.
know, even your spirituality, your
Yes,
connection to God,
Yes.
to a higher being. It
Yes.
doesn't matter what
Yes.
what God you worship, but as long as you have faith in a higher being,
Yes.
and we call it in Adventist is new start.
New start. The trust in a loving God.
The trust in a loving God.
Yes.
So, is it possible that some people may not be able to really religiously is the new start? The nutrition, the exercise, the water, the sunlight, the temperance, the air, the rest, and the trust in God. Yet they can be considered healthy?
Okay. So, because our physical health I always say that is in body, mind, and spirit. So you if you don't practice it fully, but yet you can when you do not meet any life challenges, for example, your physical health is good because you exercise a lot, you eat quite carefully, but you may not be very religious. You may take some alcohol and all these things, but you have not met a big life challenge, like not a loss of a close loved one, right? Whether it's your life partner or your parent who is very close to you. So you have not met that. So maybe you can still be very healthy, but if by the time you meet this kind of life challenge, which is eventuality, right? Nobody escapes death.
Yes.
We were to expect it. So by then you will need to face this. So whether I think it's better for us to be prepared. So if you already also deal with your spiritual aspect of your health, social aspect of health, then it you become more prepared to have a total whole person health.
That's very good.
Currently, if you are just only focused on physical health, maybe for the first 50 years or 40 years, you might not be having any problem.
Right.
It might be pretty good.
Yeah.
But eventually, you will need some people
Yes.
to support. For example, I'm just listening to Peter Attia Outlive. Okay, Peter Attia is one of the longevity celebrity now and a podcaster. So he shared his own personal journey of he was a very successful being on the way to be trained to be a hepatobiliary surgeon, but he switched, he changed. And he physically very healthy because he trained very hard with all sports and he eat carefully, but he did not deal with his emotional health.
Right.
So for the last chapter of his book, Outlive, he shared with his own testimony of how he had a really life-changing, I will say, baptism by fire.
Wow.
Because how can a father, how could he tell his wife when his son experienced a collapse at the age of, I think it's less than half a year old, okay? A collapse, almost like a sudden infant death syndrome, and luckily detected by the nanny, and his wife is a nurse and resuscitated and revived the son. While on the way to the hospital, she called him. They live in San Diego, but he was having his busy conferences in New York City.
Oh, wow.
He only told her, when you reach hospital, you connect me with the treating physician, I will find out. And he didn't come home up until after 10 days. Can you believe such a heartless father?
Yeah.
And he had a lot of issues. He shared it. So it is a matter of time. Even though he physically was very healthy, but emotionally, he is a wreckage. He needed to go to trauma recovery center to rehab himself after that episode, because he was pushing his marriage into a breakdown.
Right. Wow. That's very honest of him
Yes.
in that podcast and in that book. That's a very good way of putting at it.
Yeah.
You can put off some areas of help, depending on which stage of your life you're right now.
Yes.
But eventually it will catch up. And you have no choice but to include it in your life.
You have to face it.
You have to face it. Yeah.
If you do not prepare yourself,
Yes.
someday you have big challenge. I find that the book on When Breath Became Air by Paul Kalanithi, he was very well prepared. He was very well prepared. Time came, he and his wife, they just drove to the hospital and prepared to die.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So that is amazing,
In other words, we cannot just accept things just because we are so used to the routine, the things that we do, and that's it already. Because our life should be always a progression.
Yes.
We were once a baby, but now we are already in this age. And if we are still doing crazy things from when we were young and never look at our health in holistic approach, I think we are going to damnation, I would say. It may be a
think
very
it's
strong word, but
I think it's a very unwise. Okay, since now we know,
yes,
the
correct.
earlier we prepare, we will have a more joyful life.
Yeah.
It is not like when we know all these things, our life can become very sad and we become very bad.
Very
All the fun-
rigid, all the fun
all the
things no
fun we
more.
cannot do. No,
Yes.
life is full of fun.
Yeah.
I always tell my patient, do I look like a miserable guy? I enjoy my life. I enjoy my food. I enjoy my hiking. I enjoy
That's very
the
good.
social connection.
Yes.
Well, so God has given us a life to enjoy.
Yeah.
Even though in this life we will face challenges, but it's amazing. God, actually, we can live joyfully, and actually, with all these details, we are prepared to face challenges
Yeah.
that will come our way, and everybody, like you said, eventually will meet it.
Yes.
I have a friend who actually is very afraid of facing death.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I told him you need to you should start preparing now. You shouldn't wait till at the time you have a serious illness. He currently is well. He hike with me and all this. I told him about my father. By the time at the end of the last 1 month of his life, he was very turbulent, but he was already 84. He was on dialysis for after 6 years. Organs keep breaking down. So now there's upper GI bleed. So they say, at this age, you just can't go and operate and try to fix it.
Yeah.
So better to let him go nicely and easily. So I sat down and had a conversation with him and asked him, are you afraid? He just said no, and his mind was still very clear. And so, can I put this fentanyl patch on you? Sure. He has no fear of going, right? So
He has prepared.
his heart is prepared. He is ready,
Right.
and say he always tell me this Chinese proverbs called 人生自苦谁无死. In this whole earth, no one can escape death.
Wow.
Right? So we will just have to get
Accept
to the
it.
next phase of life.
Yes.
What it is, it depends on what you believe.
Your faith. Yes.
Your faith. Well, as long as you can accept that, it is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Correct.
my father has a faith that tell him that the next phase is a good one or a peaceful one. So he's happy to accept that.
Wow.
And this earthly life, the engine are all broken, so can't be fixed anymore.
Right. Wow. That's very good way of looking at it. What would be your advice to probably we have young people who are watching this or listening to us and they really want to change their lifestyle for the better, So as a preventive health specialist and medical doctor, what would be your advice to them?
Strongly encourage them to start early. Like I say about a person with both parents diabetes. So practically because of the world, the environment, all changes. So we can't 100% be sure we won't have some kind of bad gene, right? So I thank God for a healthy-minded father. So he inculcated in me liking healthy lifestyle from young. So it become a lot easier for me. But I do encourage you to start young with the gadget available, technology available, set smart goal. I think all of us understand SMART being specific, measurable, achievable, attainable, and it is relevant and time sensitive. So it's a way for us. So group can be very helpful. So if you are in the young people group, everyone want to do it together, then it become easier.
Yeah.
You get a buddy system,
Right.
accountability buddy. So you with a technology of reminder, doing it every day, and weekly maybe your buddy checking on each other, encourage each other, setting some kind of positive psychology reward system. It become easy and a better time for you to start than now. Because why wait till you have problem? Then when you say,
Many people are like that.
I tend to ask people, nowadays I ask my patient, if you can buy health, would you like to buy it? It's cheaper and nicer to buy it now. Because, you know, when you are at the end of your weaknesses, whatever it is, you know, if it's diabetes, you have already numbness on your feet, or you have already have some diabetic retinopathy, you go to buy health, you want to preserve your vision, or you preserve your leg so that you can go touring and makan angin. It's more expensive and still not very enjoyable.
Correct.
But stage where your parents have diabetes and yet you are putting effort in doing exercise like my patient this morning, well, he can run. Running give you a thrill of joy. You know, you feel nice. So isn't it cheap? Isn't it nicer, better experience and cheaper? Buy a acid good running shoe, 800 ringgit, 1,000 ringgit. Well, it's cheaper than amputation. The experience is also better.
Yes, correct.
Right? Amputation experience is not as good as running. You get a thrill. You go to join a Penang Bridge run. You're going to join a Standard Chartered KL run. Oh, you feel the nice. Everybody running. Yeah. So nice. It's cheaper. Better experience. So start now. You enjoy it better.
Yeah, that's true. How wonderful it is to just die in your sleep. No need to go to the hospital and do all the things that, you know, that you don't like in the first place.
Yeah, you get people to poke you here, poke you here, poke you here, poke you here. Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
miserable.
true. So this is really very, very practical tips. Do not put off. If you want to change, now, you know, we have so many available gadgets to help us.
Yes.
And I hope that this podcast has helped our listeners and those who are watching us understand better and understand more how to change your lifestyle for the better. So thank you very much, Dr. Dicky, for being with us. It has been a pleasure talking to you today. And may God bless you in so many other things that you are doing. I know that you are doing so many things in the lifestyle, not just for yourself and for your family, but for the community where you belong. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.